All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the RAILBAITED podcast. I'm Tyro, the most loved and most hated person on Railbait Arena 2-4.
Got your boy, He-Man, up in here, no free time, waging away.
Hey, Potato Nick here. You like nuts?
And Killer Keemstar Xenon right here.
All right, and we're back at it again with the white vans. Okay, let's go.
Tyro, back at it again with the new podcast.
Back at it again.
Normies.
Yes,
All
that's
right.
a normie meme. We should continue.
They really do.
All right,
Classic
let's-
vintage memes here.
Yeah, no stale normie memes. Pepe only. All right,
What memes were you expecting? Sportiful?
guys.
Robbie Rotten.
Damn it. I still think that's meme of the month, in my opinion. It's still going strong.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah. All right, so let's start off again. We'll tell a story each. That sounds pretty good. Anyone want to start us off? I know He-Man is anxious to rant about work again.
I always got those work stories, but if anyone else would like to go first, please. The floor is yours.
You know, I think normally I'm not that selfish, so I'll let other people go. But today I'll be selfish and I'll go first. I'm gonna talk about I went bowling Monday. Yeah, I went bowling Monday.
For Columbine.
Tyro, my cousin. Let's go bowling.
And I went with my friend Roy. You guys know him as Fedora Duck, of course, if you've seen him. He's one of my best friends. And I went with one of my best friends from high school, Ben, and his girlfriend, which is also my ex-girlfriend. That's a fun situation there.
Oh, jeez.
But we went bowling, and first game it was just me, Ben, and Roy, and you know, me and Ada. If for those of you that don't know, Ada has a deal with me that if he buys me a Steam game, for every $10, I owe him one anime series of his choice to watch. I hate this. I hate anime so much, but I love it at the same time. But I hate his anime in particular. But he said if I managed to bowl a perfect game, I would be able to pay off my anime debt, which is like 6 anime right now. He's bought me a lot. And basically...
Fuck God almighty.
basically,
I wish I could pay off
started
my
off...
debt by playing bowling.
I started off this game pretty strong. I got a 9. 1 away from a strike. And then the next 4 were all strikes. And I'm just like, gosh, if I didn't make that 9. And then from there it went downhill. But I won that first game. Ben, this was his first time bowling. He was pretty bad. And Roy was all right. He's been bowling before. He was
Did
all
they
right.
put up the bumpers?
No, we didn't put up Ben kept chucking his like a shot putt almost, and he kept getting it into the gutter. It was like, Ben, come on, man. Take your time. But he kept just like chucking it, and I'm just like, why you gotta do this? But
That's how a real man bowls. All right.
he also had the heaviest ball. I had the little baby ball because I have no upper body strength. But, so that game I won, and then Shauna comes because she had some medical issue, I think, and wanted to be around Ben. And
Bitch syndrome.
Damn.
but she joined, and then that second game, she won by 1 point, and I was like, ooh, because you know it's not fun to lose to your ex. But I mean, it was 1
Cucked
point.
again.
Exactly. But it was 1 point. I didn't mind. And then the next game, you know, near the beginning of the game, I was like, haha, guys, look, I can bowl with my left hand. And then, like, guttered it. And then she just kind of skyrocketed from there and, like, smashed me the second game. I still won second those other 2. Because, like I said, Ben was garbage. Sorry if you're
You
hearing
smashed?
this, Ben. No.
You got the smash
No, I didn't.
Sloppy
in front of
seconds,
your
bro.
ex? Oh my god. Tyro, calm down.
But yeah, so I lost to my ex twice in bowling, so that's a fun time.
Dang.
That's my story. Anyone else want to go next?
You didn't even get to smash.
Damn, dude.
Shame.
Well, I guess I'll go. Let me clear my throat. I keep inhaling shit at work, so it's like, ugh. Sound like a freaking
Wagey problems.
I sound like a freaking Palestinian car salesman. Alright. So the past like 4 weeks at work, I've been putting in about 10 like I've been like usually I work 40-hour weeks, but lately I've been putting in 45 to 50 to even 60-hour weeks. Like the overtime has just been ridiculous. So, these past few weeks, I've just been, overworked. My supervisor's been on my ass to do more, so I get stressed out. And, I'm a really chill guy, cool guy, chill day, but like, so I don't really know how to deal with stress. So I kind of just bottle it in. And when I do that, stress for me, it comes out in freaking canker sores. And a canker sore is just kind of like it's like a cyst on the inside of the mouth. It's just annoying. Nothing you can do. It's a phenomenon or whatever it's called. So I get 2 canker sores, so I'm like pissed off for like 3 weeks. I'm just in pain. I'm just working. Find out like I might have to get braces again pretty soon because my dentist, he was near retirement, so he stopped giving a crap about his practice. Kind of butchered my whole family and extended family and friends. Like all of our teeth are kind of messed up in a way.
Oh my
Like,
fucking god.
yeah, I know it sucks, but like mine's not terrible. And if I have to get braces, it'll only have to be on my top teeth, so it's not that bad. It's only like there's a gap between like one
Can't you-
tooth.
Can't you go for the retainer, or is that not enough?
I don't know yet. I haven't gone for the consultation yet. But by the way, my new dentist told me when he sent me to the orthodontist, it seems like braces might be there's like I'd say a 60% chance I'll get them. Like, hey man, I mean,
Oh
it is
my
what it
gosh.
is. I mean, like my mom had
But-
braces twice. My sister's having braces a second time. It is what it is. That's
But
the way I
your
look at it.
pretty face with braces?
It's only the
won't
top
do.
part, and it won't be it won't be that long.
The
'Cause it's
e-girls
like,
will find out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look
what,
like a
what
lolly.
happened to Arkantella swooning, man? I mean, how
Oh,
is that?
Can't
Oh,
even get the
that's-
change, man.
that's gonna have that's gonna have to be put on pause.
What
I
if
mean,
it- what
my
if it
issue's
screws
not
with
that
your
bad
voice,
though. Oh no, it won't. I've had braces before,
Okay.
but my issue's not that bad. It's only one tooth. But like that one, like the way it was, like I have a permanent retainer, and the retainer broke off at the end tooth, so that tooth kind of drifted away, and the retainer pulled my teeth to the side. So it's not that bad. It won't take that much to fix. Maybe I'd only say maybe even like 6 months of braces, not even a full year, maybe.
Huh.
But again, I'm no orthodontist though, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that going with that, that's stressing me out like crazy. Just the workloads, the fact that, I'm gonna be, owning my own home pretty soon, gonna have to pay taxes, and I'm not making as much money as I'd like to at work. So that's stressing me out. It's just, stress upon stress, and I don't know how to handle it, so I bottle it up and it backfires into canker sores or whatever. Like pain. Wanna fucking die.
Oh,
Don't we all?
Oh yeah, big time. But I'm still an optimistic guy and everything. But it's like these. Okay, the way it works is my job, we get paid vacation, and so today being Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Thursday, Friday, I get off, so I have a 4-day weekend. And it's paid holiday.
Yeah.
Also, it's pretty cool because on Monday, like the owner of my company gave everyone a freaking turkey, and these are some freaking like 25 to 30 pound turkeys.
Dang.
They weren't those store-bought butterball turkeys. These were the real deal. So yeah, I had a freaking big ass turkey I had to take care of all day.
That's fun.
So yeah, that was nice. That put a smile on my face. But then I started off with yeah, Monday went okay, but then Tuesday was stressful. Tuesday, 2 things happened. Well, other than the gigantic workload that I was, put on, I had like to weld over 150 something pieces, and it took me like all day to do, and it was very stressful because like nothing, it was like one of those days where like everything that can go wrong goes wrong, and it just sucks. And also on my left hand, I don't know how to describe it, like the base of my pinky on the side, not the side of like the webbing, but on the outside. I pinched it between the metal cart and my weld booth, and it took off a chunk of meat. And it frickin' stung like a bitch, and I just screamed, and everyone topped out of their weld booths and stared at me. I said, "Everyone get the fuck back in. I'm okay." So, yeah.
That's like
Imagine.
Oh,
that's like the Bith
Business
spray.
unusual. Business
Oh, with the
oh my
paper cut?
god,
Yeah.
it was bad.
Oh.
Then about an hour or two later, I'm doing the pieces, and the way it works is my booth, we have like a belt that opens and closes through like a hydraulic press to put the piece in and spin it while I weld it. Well, I got my finger caught between the piece, the belt, and the table and smashed my finger. It was my right index finger. It's all swollen right now. It looks kind of funny. It looks like a big sausage. So yeah, I do that. So like my left hand hurts, my right hand hurts now. Also, when I got it caught, I just screamed again because it fucking hurt. Again, everyone was like,
Dang.
"Oh God, what happened, man? What happened?" I'm like, "It's okay. I just got my finger caught in the machine. It's okay, man."
Just breaking my fingers. Don't worry.
Oh, it don't. That was. So
It's
yeah,
probably
Tuesday.
not even the
Oh,
worst
God,
thing
it's
that's
bad.
happened to you.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, when I was a little kid, I had a freaking PlayStation 2 fall on my head and cut my head open.
Oh god.
I guess that's why
That was like
I
the
beat you gamer
4th
now.
grade, man. That was scary. I thought I was gonna freaking die. There was so much blood. Alright, so yeah. Tuesday blows by. Also, throughout the entire day, I'm telling myself it's only a 3-day weekend. Just let it go. Whatever happens, happens. And I keep telling myself to let it go. And then just little things like that happen to, just trigger me.
Oh
So like
well.
Wednesday today comes along. Well, what are you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say. Well, at least you have Thanksgiving now to kind of
Oh
kick
yeah.
back.
So yeah, today Wednesday starts off pretty stressful, and I'll explain it. Like so we got these pieces that I got to put a guard on, so it's just like a metal that goes on the outside, and the guard, I don't know what material it is, and it's probably like some sort of stainless steel, but like it melts extremely quickly with a TIG torch. And of course, my supervisor, knowing how I'm like one of the best welders there, he trusts me to do this task. So he tells me like there's like over 100 of them. So like he's like, just take 5 at a time and go to this booth over here since it's on the ground and you can lay the hoses out. Because these hoses, the pieces, they're what are they like? I want to say they're like 20 feet each. So there's
My
over
goodness.
100 of them. They're all 20 foot. Yeah. So I gotta I weld up some sides and I gotta take them out, walk them around the factory, flip them over, bring them back in the booth, and weld those sides. So I'm taking them in increments of 5, and I bust out like 30 of them in in 2 hours. No, not no, like an hour and a half. My supervisor keeps coming up to me and saying, "Dylan, are you okay? Yeah, like my name's or whatever." He's like, "Are you having trouble with this? Come on, when are these hoses getting out? Come on, I'm waiting on you." Then I'm like, "Dude, this is very tedious work, and I'm busting them out." And he's like, "All right." Later, he comes back with like a welding engineer and a welding specialist saying, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got like 30 of them done." And he's like, "Oh, I thought you were on the same order this whole time, the same 5."
Huh?
He thought
Show him.
he thought I spent an hour and a half on the same 5 pieces when I busted out like 30 of them. So like he kind of embarrassed me. Like the welding engineer and the welding specialist were just like, "Oh man, what the hell's going on?" Like, I mean, it was kind of my supervisor's fault. Like, because like what I did is he thought like I'd weld him and I'd set him aside right next to my booth. But no, I like when I got done with him, I took him down to the finishing area for them to get buffed, polished, and packaged and shipped out. But so yeah, that kind of stressed me out. Like he was like just coming up to me saying like, "Oh, why aren't these done? Why aren't you doing this?" And then I'm like, "Oh, calm down, man."
Hmm.
But yeah, after that, the day went okay. After I got everything done, he said he was like, "Thank you so much. You're like one of the only guys who can do this," and he gave me a pat on the shoulder. And also like since it was the holidays, we got to leave work 2 hours early, so it was pretty nice.
Hey, it's pretty good.
So yeah, I get paid holiday. Got those last 2 hours paid, even though I didn't have to go. was just
Hey.
good ending. Came home, relaxed, bandaged up. Not really, my canker sores are gone, so that's good. Work ended
Things are
on a
looking
good
up.
note. But what'd you say, Nick?
Things are looking up.
Oh yeah, big time. Until next week when all hell breaks loose because there's so much work there still.
Then
And
you
like
get your
these-
leg stuck in the machine.
The life of a wagey, folks.
Oh god, we're losing. Even though I like these 2 days off, we're still losing 2 days of production. That's like
No such
over
thing as a free
1,000
lunch,
pieces.
He-Man.
Oh yeah, some cuck told me that. Anyways, that's my story / me venting. Hopefully people can relate to if they're like wages like me, even though our demographic are like 15-year-olds.
Rip.
Anywho, well that's my story. Stress, but ended okay, and I'm still in one piece. It's all good.
At least it had a happy ending, right?
Yeah, I got a big ass turkey in the end, man.
Yeah.
And I got that overtime paycheck. Ooh, so
Ooh.
good.
And it only took
Ooh.
some meat off your thumb.
Yeah.
That's bad, dude. Like it's still bleeding. I should probably
It'll
go to
cost you
hospital.
an arm and a leg.
Well,
Or get into textile factories.
well, Nick or Xenon, you got anything to share?
I got one. If you want to go, if you want to go,
Oh, you
Zoom?
can go first.
Okay, sweet.
So
So-
polite.
So, if you guys didn't know, I really like music. I mean, not all types of music. I mean, I give them a try, but I really like a certain type of music. Rock. Like electronic and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I go.
Evanescence.
Oh hell yeah! So I like to go to like local venues that that have the music that I like. So I went to 4 concerts recently. Two of them were Tame Impala. One was Mike Snow, which was based off the album that I recommended last week, and one was Wilco. The first concert I went to was the Tame Impala one, which I really overpaid for, but it was at Radio City Music Hall, so it was worth it. Radio City Music Hall is a great venue, by the way. If you have a chance to go there, I recommend it.
In New York, right?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh.
Where music is made, lived.
Wait, you said in the span of how long you went to 4?
Oh, my first concert I went to was back last year in October. Then the second concert was in February. The third was in July, and the most recent one was in September. Yeah,
Oh,
in
okay.
September. So this was the first one in October, and I first went there and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so chill. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna listen to music." And then when the music starts, everyone gets up, and I'm like, "Oh, I guess we're standing." And then, like, in the corner of my eye, I knew that this was gonna happen at the back of my mind, but I didn't expect it to actually happen. Which is just something I've been saying a lot recently. But people are just lighting up, dude. Just like smoking that dank shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pulling a saber.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. They were smoking so much that I didn't know if it was the smoke screens like the band has on the stage or the smoke that they were like inhaling. And like it was pretty funny during the concert. The guy was like, "Oh, how you guys doing?" And everyone was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, at least you guys are standing." So I'm pretty sure he expects like people like fall down. And actually, there was this fucking guy. Before the concert starts, there's like this setup band that like plays before them, so that the setup band could get like more attention than the actual that. So before the band even starts, there's a setup band, and there's this guy in front of me, got fucking wasted on beer. I tell you what, man, he thought that the setup band was the main band. He was like, "Oh, come on, come back." And I was like, "Oh, this guy's having a lot of fun." So that was really all that happened at that first concert. Second concert was kind of chill. You know, it was longer than the first one because the band played a lot of music. This band being Wilco, the last band being Tame Impala, by the way. It was really long, and I had to sit and I had to stand up the entire way, so I got pretty tired. But during the concert, there was this one guy next to me. It was a bit of an older guy, white, because most of the people who go to these concerts are white. You know what
White
I'm saying?
males.
Hell yeah, cis white male supremacy. Anyway, there was this older guy in front of me, and there was this other guy, probably younger, behind me, like yelling, like, "Woo, hell yeah, we'll go!" And the older guy just straight up tells him, "Just shut up, like, shut up! I'm trying to listen to the music." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I didn't actually say that because I didn't want to get a confrontation.
Yeah.
I'm going to a concert to relax, not get into a confrontation with people. But it's just the fucking gall of this fucking guy telling this other guy to shut up at a concert. A fucking concert where everyone's yelling and it's fucking loud and music is blaring over the people who are yelling. So that's really all that happened at that concert. The third concert I went to, my favorite concert, has something... It's funny. So the concert itself was really cool. It was outside, other than the previous ones that were indoors. It was during the summer, so it was nice. It was cool. It was during, in July, where it isn't too hot, isn't too cold, because it's technically summer already started. So I'm outside. I'm kind of in front of the stage, so I could see them pretty good and hear them pretty good. It was fucking great, man. I love this fucking concert so much. If you guys ever have a chance to see Tame Impala live in person, I really recommend it.
Are they a mainstream band or kind of underground?
They're pretty mainstream. I think they got
Tame Impala. Huh?
Yeah, Tame Impala. TAME.
Gotcha.
IMPALA. And the concert was pretty great. But during kind of nearish the end of the concert, there was these two people. They're like cutting in front of me, and I was like, "Hey," and they're like, "Excuse me," but there was this guy holding his girlfriend, and not that his girlfriend was hurt or anything, that she was hurt. Well, not physically, but I don't know if she was so high or so drunk, or probably both. But she was just wasted, dude. More than the other guy. The other guy goes standing up. He was dancing. This girl could barely stand up. She had to be held up. Her head was dangling off this guy's arm, looking all over the place, looking at me. And I was like, don't give me those devilish eyes. So that's really all that happened at the concert. The interesting part is after the concert. Now, after concerts, I usually go to McDonald's because I'm lazy and I like to get cheap food. So on the way to McDonald's, there's a GameStop, and at the time, the GameStop was closed. And as many of you guys know, or many guys probably don't know, that GameStop likes to throw away some of their products that they don't really use. So
really?
Yeah, no, not like actual games. I don't actually know if they sell throw away games, but I've seen people get them off dumpster dives. Anyway, in front of the GameStop, I see this cardboard cutout of none other than Tracer from Overwatch. And it's close to the curb, so I'm like, oh, is this garbage? Is this Tracer garbage? So I thought nothing of it. We'll get to that. So I go to the crosswalk. I go to the crosswalk. I wait for the light, and then I'm like, oh, what should I do with this Tracer? Or I don't have another chance like this. So I just say, fuck it. I go to the Tracer. I take out a key, and I proceed to take off the head of the Tracer. And to this day, maybe I'll send Tyro a picture when he'll show it on the podcast. I still have that head. It is glorious.
What made you want to take only the head?
Well, I'm not gonna. Well, hell yeah! But I'm not gonna go to McDonald's with an entire fucking cardboard cutout or Tracer.
Well, people do it with their body pillows. Come on.
Hey, I need one of those.
So that's pretty much it.
Damn it, sorry.
I mean, the last concert I went to was great, but there was nothing really memorable about it. So yeah, got that Tracer head, boy. You guys can't see, you got head for Tracer.
Is it the size of a normal head or bigger or smaller?
It's Overwatch has a certain art style, so it's smaller, but the hair is pretty big. I'll always send Tyro an image, and I'll post it in the Discord, and I'll show you guys.
All right. Well, I'm glad you mentioned McDonald's because that's actually what my story is about.
Oh
Hey!
boy, another
Oh.
chicken nugger story like last week.
The chicken
No, no.
McNuggies.
This is the story of how I caused the McDonald's to have a permanent rule that I'm pretty sure I'm the reason there's this rule
Nationwide?
for. No, like just at our McDonald's.
Oh, perfect.
I think two actually. So and many don't know, but my computer and my internet like a few years ago was terrible. It was just completely terrible.
Oh
So
God, you went to McDonald's to fucking get internet?
I had to use the McDonald's Wi-Fi. It was
struggle.
absolutely terrible. The
Violently
mixed struggle.
sneezed.
Yeah, so
Damn.
I often use like if I wanted to play games, I'd have to use like the McDonald's Wi-Fi. So like I'd be able to do homework and stuff at home. If I ever wanted to play games, that's why I didn't talk when I started playing TF2
You're
because
playing TF2 at McDonald's.
yeah, so that's why I couldn't
Oh
talk
my
because
God.
I
That's
didn't want to be.
cash right
That is
there.
horrible.
No, my McDonald's is pretty spacious, so like no, it's you probably wouldn't see me because I'd be in a corner. Well, I mean you'd see me, but it's pretty spacious. So I'm not taking up like the whole area.
You're in the corner so no one can see the dirty sprays that we post on the server.
Yeah, the paper cut spray. But so what happened is I would just the first time I went, I bought like a soda cup. And then I would just like drink while I play. Like usually just fill it with like soda or even just like lemonade or water or whatever. And then instead of buying a cup each time, I just use the same cup. So yeah, which is you're not supposed to do. Obviously, you're supposed to buy.
That's illegal. You know how many people get reprimanded for that?
So up until recently, like they never enforced it because people would do that also. And then I think me coming in like 3 or 4 times a week, like just like doing that, especially over the summer when I didn't have school, me doing that, like it caused them to snap. So then they put up like 2 signs on the drink machines that said like you can only refill like on the same visit or something. So they like they put up these 2 signs like and I saw them, they weren't there before. And I have a picture of it, and it's pretty funny because I'm pretty sure
Well,
I'm
that's
the
what you
reason
do.
the signs are up.
You go on the same visit, you get refills. That's fine.
But I would keep the cup and then use it the next day, and the
Oh
next
my
day,
God,
and
what
the
the
next
fuck?
day.
You're a thief.
Yeah.
My
That's what
God.
I'm saying. I said I bought a cup the first time I went, and then I reused that cup for like a few months.
Wouldn't the cup get sticky and nasty?
Well, I'd wash it with water.
My goodness.
They last fairly well. Like
Oh my
it's
God.
one of the
My
plastic
my
ones, not the paper.
friend Xenon is a thief. I can't believe
It's the plastic ones, not the paper
You
ones.
went to McDonald's for Wi-Fi. You keep a fucking McDonald's cup for drinks. You are
This was
living
like-
the struggle.
I think this was 3 or 4 years ago though. So I was a minor, so they
That's
couldn't like put me in
hilarious.
jail. And I also use like the 4chan coupons, and there's one that was like the GOAT coupon. It was you get a free medium meal. That's what the coupon said. It just said free medium meal at McDonald's, and there was no barcode, no number. You just show them it, and then he'd be like, "Oh, okay," and then like I get the free medium meal.
Wait, it worked?
It worked.
Oh
Another
my
thing.
God.
Another thing, because I tried it. I wouldn't do this one every day because I don't want to eat McDonald's every day. So I do this one like maybe once a week. So one week I go up and then I use it, and then like, oh sorry, we don't accept that coupon anymore. So I'm like, what? I turn into like that Mr. Krabs meme where he's like, whoa. And then I'm like, what do you mean? And then he said, like, we changed the store's policy where we don't accept coupons without barcodes or something that aren't official McCup
do you live?
coupons. New Jersey. There's only
Oh, of
like
course.
one McDonald's in like that area. So
Rip.
yeah, so I'm pretty sure I caused 2 rules because I would just go in and be obnoxious with my 4chan coupon and my drink.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
All right, well, I guess we'll move on. As we know, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. This will broadcast after Thanksgiving, but we're still going to talk about what we're thankful for in the Thanksgiving spirit. So, who wants to start off by saying what they're most thankful for?
I'm thankful for the food the good Lord provides for us. The good earth
Yes,
the
yes.
Lord provides for us. This is a Christian server, so it's important we thank the Lord.
The free
on this day.
McDonald's drinks, all that stuff.
I'm thankful for the McCucks. I'm thankful
the
for them.
goat coupon.
The McWages.
I didn't
Well,
have a job at the time, so I was really broke, so I needed that coupon.
by the way, I think that's a nationwide rule that you can't get like refills
Yeah,
or
yeah.
cups. I've seen people like get arrested for that shit. Anyway, things have been kind of hard lately. It's kind of personal stuff, so I won't really get into it. But this year I've really been branching out. More like on Facebook and at the server, and now I'm doing this podcast. So what I'm really thankful for, and this is gonna sound so fucking cheesy, but what I'm really thankful for, my friends, that really care about me, and I care about them, and
I love you too, man.
No, I wasn't talking to you, you asshole.
Darn.
Don't you dare!
Shut down.
Don't you dare call me your friend, even though you didn't fucking put me in the Tyro Awards, you motherfucker.
I don't come up with the people in them.
Yeah, whatever.
The people vote.
Well,
It's
fuck
not like
the
it was
people.
rigged anyways, though.
It wasn't.
It wasn't rigged,
Dang it.
Ban the Electoral College.
as far as they know.
Oh, God.
Gosh. All right. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I have y'all. My friends I can come home after a long day at school and just talk to. It's
When you're
really
a
nice.
gamer, you're never alone.
I'm the whole.
Better or for worse.
I'm also thankful that I don't use a dorm, because let me tell you, this queen size bed right next to me that I literally just pointed at, even though none of you can see me point, it's the best
Say
thing.
this, man, right?
The best thing ever. I love this.
What are you talking about?
queen-size
Yeah,
bed.
face cam. I see you right now. You're sitting there. You're laughing right now.
That's
Yeah,
a
I see
nice
your little boy
meme, Nick.
titties.
Little
No, I'm
boy
actually kind of.
titties.
I'm
Hey,
gonna buy myself
I love my
knee.
I love my knees.
Oh,
I'm getting
He-Man,
kind
let
of
me
too
tell
big
you,
for my bed.
that queen size bed right there that I pointed at again for no reason, it is the best thing I've ever bought. Honestly.
It's
like,
just
we
here in
could
my
see you
bedroom with my
through-
brand
through
new
the mic-
king
through the
size
video.
bed up here in the Hollywood Hills. But yeah, I need to buy myself a new bed because when my family moves out and I'm just here, I gotta get myself a new bed because this one ain't working out.
I like my single one man bed. It's nice and snuggle.
What's it
I
called?
have
A
a
twin
queen
bed or
size.
whatever it is.
Oh, Xenon, you know the luxury.
Yeah, it can fit me and my 7 body pillows.
Oh yeah, baby. Waifus galore. All right, He-Man, what are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for? Thankful for white women. What else, man? Thankful for my skills I've been provided. I actually believe I'm a reincarnation of Hephaestus, but looks good. What else? What else am I thankful? Oh, I'm thankful for Irish car bombs, and that'll be a story for next week.
What?
Oh
Ooh.
boy.
Next rail baited podcast.
Even
They're
old
gonna be a
enough?
funny story.
Stay tuned.
Just stay tuned. But yeah, what else am I thankful for? I'm thankful for my truck. I drive a cuck truck, a 2006 Ford F-150 XLT half cab. It's pretty nice.
The Wagey Mobile.
Yeah, I call it the wage wagon. I still got to sell that freaking cab cover on Let Go, though. If anyone's in the Northeast Ohio area wants to buy a fiberglass 8-foot bed cab cover, $400, hit me up on Let Go.
What's-
Yeah, I just did a shameless self-advertisement. But yeah, basically I'm thankful for all the things I'm able to provide myself with my skills that, I have my job because, I'm such a wagey. I love my
With your
job.
wages.
All right. That's
Hey,
nice.
man, I love work. College ain't for everybody. Keep that in
That's
mind,
true.
kids.
It's true.
It's true.
Well then, moving on. The next topic is the Filthy Frank lore video. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
The trailer. The trailer looks amazing. I can't wait. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. Who else is excited? I'm
Oh
excited.
god, I'm
Yeah.
hype, dude. Hype.
I've been
don't
waiting
even-
for this for 2 years.
I've had enough hype inside of me to kill a small
When
child.
the fuck did Chin Chin ban Frank again? How long has he
It's
been
been
out?
like 2 years, right?
I think it was a year or two. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's not the real Frank. That's a imposter.
You're an imposter.
Oh man, I can't wait. He said he has paid actors. He has lots of effects. I mean,
He has
There's a
helicopter.
helicopter.
He has a helicopter.
the trailer looks like a movie trailer. It's gonna be so good. Oh
I
my
like,
god!
I like in the trailer the helicopter isn't even doing anything. It's just hovering in the air.
Plus, I
One
mean,
thing oh, you go.
okay. I mean, if you saw the quality of that one music video he did, where he was like riding on the motorcycle and all that, like that was amazing quality right there, and that was for a music video. I mean, imagine what he's
Yeah.
gonna pump out for his like magnum opus, which is what this is supposed to be.
I think there's gonna be a lot of good drone shots. They're really good with the drones.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I don't
I
know
hope
what's
the
gonna
shaman
happen.
makes a return.
The shaman. I hope Prometheus comes back. Red Dick.
Oh, I miss Prometheus.
Hello, we were missing the most important person, the reincarnation
Dade.
of Dade.
Dade.
Oh my
That
gosh,
would-
if he brings Dade back. Now, what about the magician? What was his name? He man, the magician,
Mr. Magic Man.
Mr. Magic Man. What if Mr. Magic Man comes back?
Yeah, he only had one video and he made a cameo in
no.
one song.
What if he comes back?
I love Mr. Magic.
All right.
Santa's brother, racist Santa, broccoli,
Mr. Neggy.
Pookie,
Dr. Sack.
Mr. Neggy.
Salamander Man.
Oh, Gus Safari, man, they're all coming back, man. This is gonna be good.
Oh man, I can't wait. We'll give our full thoughts on it next week. Watch us
As it'll
next week.
be uploaded on the weekend, I think.
Friday is what I'm shooting for.
Oh, man, spicy.
So, I think our next topic is the fall of Vine. As we all know, Vine is closing. I believe Twitter cannot support it anymore, something along those lines. So, it's closing. Now, I don't know the exact details. I think Nick knows a little more than me, maybe.
I looked up some things, and some of the main reasons why Vine is shutting down is because their competitors, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, have been doing the same thing but better. They have more time on their videos. All the stars that were originally on Vine are moving to these other places, and
Vine
Just like the
stars, ugh.
for all intents and credit, some of the Vine stars are like actually talented, and I actually saw some Vine compilations. You should shoot me in the head because that's just stealing, and it's pretty funny. Some of them, some of them are. Some of the memes on Vine are just fucking
You can't
cancerous.
tell me that you haven't laughed at a D's Nuts Vine compilation. I mean,
You
you're
don't
lying
fuck-
to yourself if
You
you
don't
haven't.
fucking know how hard it is. How fucking hard it is to go through high school as a senior with a Vine. With
Dude,
fucking
freaking
people.
damn Daniel. That guy's like a millionaire now.
It's,
He was on Ellen.
Yeah, he got a freaking lifetime supply of white vans. Like, how many freaking white vans do you need in your life? And the one kid got like the recorder got like a expensive ass surfboard or something.
Oh, for
Well,
stupid
you know what?
voice.
You know what those Vine stars say, He-Man. Got him. Am I right?
You know how many
What do you
times I fucking heard people say 21, 21.
Oh,
These nuts and my name is Jeb. I'm sick of it. I have no. What do you want to say?
I was gonna say. Now we all know about those really dumb trend things, but are there any Vines that stuck out as, hey, that's hilarious on its own, like without following like a got 'em trend or whatever?
The Water Malone guy was kind of funny at the beginning.
Yeah.
There's this one
For-
Vine. I'm sorry, He-Man. I'll let you go. Just quick.
For me, it's like the bin of ducks. that he presses down.
Oh
and it's
yeah,
like the
yeah,
squeaky toys. I like that one.
yeah. I remember that one.
Oh.
I like the guy. There's this guy like his bit is that he like vomits lemons, and there's this one singular vine that the guy goes Ace of Spades, Nick Cage, and I just found that fucking hilarious. I don't know, it's stupid.
A lot of vines are
I
like
like-
shock value.
I liked the when life gives you lemons.
But
I love that one. And the Black Ghostbusters was hilarious too.
Anyway, Vine's had its ups and it certainly had its downs, but you know, in the end, Twitter just couldn't handle it, and it's surely reflecting on their stocks, as I'm pretty sure Twitter's gonna, you know, pass away in the next couple like years. It's not doing good.
I like Twitter too. I like it way better
Yeah.
than Facebook.
You know,
I hate all
Facebook.
social media. But I use it
Follow
anyways.
follow me, He-Man, and Xenon. I'll have a Twitter. I don't know about Nick.
I have a Twitter too.
Hey,
All right, I'll put them in the description. That way we're not.
yeah, boost us for followers.
Yeah, you know we gotta get that 100 followers. Am I right?
I have to
I
get
need to
verified.
yeah, I need to verify.
Yeah, get
That's
that blue check.
That's actually another thing. Twitter isn't really doing good, so they're like, people can openly like send forms for verification. Verifications used to be like, oh, I got verified on Twitter, oh, I made it. Now, like people like 100 followers are getting verified.
Hey.
It just goes to show the how long Twitter has left to live.
They're like appealing to everyone.
Yeah.
Now, when you get verified, do you get like money or something from it, or
No, it's just like
just a notoriety status?
I'm the real person. Like I'm the real PewDiePie. I'm the
Yeah.
real
Alright.
direction.
It'd be like if YouTube gave out like a bronze medal for like 100 subscribers just to appeal to the lowest denominator.
I see.
So, bon voyage, Vine. I'm not gonna fucking miss you.
Never used it anyways.
But let us take a moment of silence for our solemn friend Vine.
These nuts.
Oh,
Got it!
We both.
oh, I
have the
didn't
same
have
one.
a chance.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a pause to introduce our sponsor, Z's Big D Male Supplements. You know, it'll make you so big they can just take the tip. Thank you, Z, for sponsoring the RAILBAITED podcast.
Yeah. If you want to sponsor us, we take keys, hats, refined,
Name and
Oh,
description
PayPal,
tags.
followers.
Yeah, I
Money?
just collect straight up anime girls.
Pizza, you know, boys. I like my pizza. Just send them to my PO box.
All right. Well, moving on.
They'll make you a changed man.
Now this is a
Oh,
very highly controversial topic here lately.
Really.
There's been a sudden influx of people mic spamming on RailBait, and we're gonna talk about mic spam for a bit. So what are your guys' thoughts on mic spam? I'll save my things for last because I know what I'm gonna say.
I want to start because I haven't started yet. I remember when I used to mic spam back on the old servers. You know what? Good old HLDJ before Valve fucked it. And you know, it was pretty fun and pretty fun way to pass the time. Sometimes we'd play like some good music. You know, it'd be a good way to learn some good music. You know, music I hadn't learned before. But these mic spams currently, they're becoming obnoxious. Music
Yeah.
is shit. High pitched. Just terrible mic spams. The only good mic spam I've heard is the "Hey Stacks, boy, that's some fucking fire."
Yeah, he knows.
From an admin perspective, because I'm an admin, you already know. Hold down green text. You're allowed to mic spam at the beginning and end of rounds, so people will do that often. But other than that, I really dislike it. I wish there were more rules where you couldn't. I mean, it's funny if you do it in like short second clips, but when you like have a 10-second clip, you play like the second the round ends to the second the next round starts. Like that whole time is annoying, and you can't even talk about like how the round went because people are just mic spamming.
Fucking Jafar.
Yeah, for my opinion on Mike Spam, honestly, I don't think Mike Spam like fits on 2.4. Mike Spam is more for like a Mario Kart server thing.
Yeah.
The only
Like you
funny
feel
Mike
me?
spam is the NFL anthem
I was
sped up.
about to say the NFL horns sped up. That's the only acceptable Mike Spam. But yeah, honestly, I don't think Mike Spam just really has a place on. Well, at least music Mike Spam. But like if you Mike Spam like the NFL theme or like short little clips of like funny things, that's okay. But like playing music during a round or at the beginning and end, it's just unfitting. I don't know. That's just me though.
All right, I have a really strong opinion on this. I used to Mike Spam. I actually got banned for it back when Desolator was owner. And honestly, since then, like back in the day, Mike spamming was such an intricate art. I'll say it's an intricate art because there were people that came on and it was hilarious each time. Even if they played the same clips every time, it was hilarious. Arcanine is the first person that comes to mind. He did Mike Spam right. He'd do when the last person was left, he'd be like, I am the one and only, and
Oh yeah.
and he had like the perfect fitting clips for things that happened on the server constantly. He was spot on, he was on time, and he pushed Mike spamming to the level where it was enjoyable. Now here lately, other than the sped up NFL, credit to Moo on that one, I feel like it's just become an annoyance, a hindrance. Like Xenon said, I think you're gonna Mike spam after and before the round, and then it's really, really annoying. People can't talk about how the round went, especially for like me, who's a very vocal person, and I actually like to talk to people like during that time. Like, oh man, that was hilarious what just happened.
It's
But
so
I can't.
fucking bad quality. I hate it.
Oh yeah, I mean, like He-Man said, I'm fine with it as long as people do it right. If it's like an Arcanine where it's like a 2-second clip and it's hilarious and fitting, then it's fine. But if you're just gonna play a sped up like Hey Ya or some MF Doom song after the round, it's pointless. There's no entertainment value. Half the people don't want to hear it. It's not funny. It's not like appealing whatsoever. Do it. I don't mind it during the round as long as it's fitting. I don't mind it after the round as long as it's fitting. But the stuff that is getting played right now on the server is just not fitting. And honestly, I'd rather it be taken away from everyone all the time than allow those few people that I haven't seen in years do it right. Because I feel like right now the majority is ruining it for the minority. And that's just not a fun situation to be in.
We shouldn't really be
Oh,
building
yeah.
walls.
Mhm.
I mean, that's going to be done soon enough. We
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing it in video games.
Justice shall be served.
But moving on from that sensitive topic, y'all can have your discussion or whatever if you think it's good or bad, funny or not funny. And, those people that constantly chant out, play this song, Kendrick Lamar, please, all that. But,
Play Freebird.
we'll get, you can discuss that later. Now we're going to move on to our How We Met segment. This is going to be a recurring segment. Today's How We Met is going to be Smithy, our very own lovable Brit. Anyone want to go first? Cause
Welsh.
Welsh, whatever, same thing. Brexit.
Brexit.
I'll go
Do
first
I-
since my story's
Oh,
kind
okay.
of boring. Because I haven't like a. Basically, I'm like the newer guy to RailBait. I've only been on the server for about going on 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. So I'd never really known Smithy until like the past like month, I'd say. When you just went on the server and it was like, oh hey, what's up? It's Smithy. I'm like, hey, who's Smithy? Everyone's like, oh, he's an oldie, and Smithy, then he joined the Discord, joined the Weeb Squad. Now we're Weeb Squad International represent. Then just Smithy and I just talking and getting along. That's all. It's just really been this past month of me and Smithy being buddies. That's really just my story. It's kind of short because I haven't known him that long.
All right. Anyone else?
I've known him for a while, but not like known him. But he's a really cool dude. Brexit was a tragedy. I'm glad he survived it.
Brexit's a blessing. We're uncucking the Western civilization. That's why we elected Trump.
Oh yeah, boy.
No politic talk here, please.
Yeah.
Save it for
That's
Yeah,
good.
Thanksgiving.
Keep that out. Keep that out.
Just
Save
like
it
the
for
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving.
table. No, no.
Me and Nick might have similar stories. You want to go, Nick, or should I? And then if I tell it better, you can be like, yeah, that.
No, you could tell.
All right. So, as most people know, I've been playing 6-7 years ish. I think it's 6, but I've been here for a while. And Smithy is one of the older players that I've met. He's been on, I want to say, a little after me. He might have joined right with me or a little before, but I want to say he joined a little after. And at the time, the best sniper on the server, hands down, was a player named Jerome, or as I knew him primarily as Outburst Flames. And there were 2 people on the server that could compete with Jerome, and one of them was Hannah. Surprisingly, she was actually really good back then. I don't know.
Damn, what a backhanded
Daniel.
comment.
I'm sorry, but one of them was Hannah. She was pretty good back then, and then Smithy was the other one. Now I don't know why. I think it's because he stopped playing Sniper, but he used to be a monster on Sniper. He was one of the few people that would have Jerome shaking in his boots, from what I remember. Other than me, of course. But so we always knew him as the British guy because of his accent. But I got to know him a little better. I added him, and I had tried inviting him to the. I like to throw the events. We used to play Cards Against Humanity every week, and he'd always he'd join every now and then. I think for a few of them, it was pretty fun. We didn't see him much because of the time zone difference, but I always liked his company. He obviously liked mine. Not meaning that in a narcissistic way. I mean, he stuck around, so he must like me, or else he'd leave. But and then it was a few months ago. I came on too for whatever reason after my year-long break, I want to say, because I was playing League, and we were having a blast for once on that game. I mean, the reason I quit TF2 for that amount of time was because it stopped being fun for me, but I was having a blast, and lots of old veteran players were coming on. I remember we got Allegra on there. I think we got so many people that were old veteran players, played around my time. And I messaged Smithy. He's like, "You want to play?" And he's like, "Well, I don't have the game installed anymore." And I'm like, "Come on, man, you gotta play." And he joined, and he's been playing TF2 again ever since. It must have sparked the interest again with me just asking him to play that time. And he kept coming on the server. I'm like, I like Smithy enough. I'll invite him to the Discord, and I did. And we've been going strong as pretty good friends ever since. We mess around with each other. He gets away with saying things because of his accent, but that's how it is. Do you have anything to add, Nick?
I've also been here for a while, a couple years. And I back then I didn't like a lot of people. Back then I was a little shit. I was always rowdy and I'd yell. I think you can find some videos about it. And I didn't really like Smithy because his accent and he wasn't American. I was a real asshole back. Yeah, I was a real bigot back then. And now I've kind of mellowed down, and he seems like a pretty decent guy. He plays huntsman snipers like true snipers do. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy.
He plays Machina more, I think.
That's pretty cool too because you can body shot with it. For most of these how we met segments, I'm not really gonna have a lot to say because I don't have a very good memory, unless it's someone I really know.
Fair enough. We'll have to do someone that you suggest next week, maybe. I don't know. That'll be fun. But moving on, I guess. That's how we met Smithy. Next up, we're going to skip that one and go on to underpowered weapons and how we'd change them. So, what
Ooh.
are some weapons that you think are underpowered, and what would you do to make them better?
I have one.
All right, you seem pretty enthusiastic. You go.
All right, for me, I love the laser weapons like the Thompson and the Bison.
That's
I-
what
I-
I said. We're overpowered last week.
Motherfucker. Oh no, like hear me out. The Thompson. I think the Thompson should have like the penetration projectiles or whatever they were called. Like bring that back. 'Cause that shit was cash money. And when they got rid of that, it's like, dude, come on, Valve, what are you doing?
Yeah, the Thompson's pretty bad without it, I think.
Yeah. And also the Bison, it got nerfed for no reason. The Bison was okay the way it was. Like, didn't they just like take away damage on it or something?
They
that's what
did
they
that,
did.
and then I think they also made it to where it doesn't like go through anymore. I think it stopped.
No, it still does
still
the
goes
penetration.
through?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I think he just
I
did a
don't know.
damage reduction on it, so they made it like, I don't know,
I
not as
think it
good.
doesn't apply the damage like through them all the time like it did. I think instead it applies it all up front and then doesn't like you won't hear the ding. You know,
Oh, like they can't walk along with the bullet.
yeah.
Oh, that's what I loved about it. Or like,
Yeah.
I gotta test that out. See, did they really take that away?
Yeah, something like that. They fixed something about it.
Oh, that's
Hitting
so
multiple
dumb.
times. Yeah.
Well, I just changed those weapons. You know, bring them back to their old state because they were nerfed for like no reason. I mean,
Yeah.
I think wasn't the Thompson nerfed for like MVM, like the penetrating projectiles was just like too overpowered for MVM because like an NG like just take out waves of robots with just one bullet.
I have no clue.
I think that's when it was nerfed around like 2012 when
Who
that
knows
came
what
out.
goes through the mind of that one developer at Valve?
Robin.
Robin Walker. Oh, I make so many good fucking decisions. I'm just gonna make the fucking game Counter Strike go.
Anyone?
Let's not continue making Half-Life.
I have two. One of them, the panic attack is pretty bad because just due to the nature of it, where the only reason you take a shotgun on like Pyro or Soldier is if you run out of main ammo, and you can quickly switch to it. Mainly with Soldier, like you fire all 4 of your rockets and he's low, so you switch to your shotgun and shoot him instantly to kill him. With the panic attack, you can't do that. You need to load and then fire. I think it'd be cool if you didn't need to load it and you just had the 4 shots and it could go pew 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 pew. I mean, it'd be pretty good then, but if you didn't need to load it like that. Also, I wish they'd make the Darwin's Danger Shield go back to the old, just the plus 25.
Oh, yes, please. That's why
Like,
I
I
think it's
don't,
OP.
I don't know why they added like cool. It's good when you're doing snipers, but like you die in like 1 rocket still. It kind of negates the health effect. Like the reason I put Danger Shield on is like so I don't die to 1 rocket.
All right, I want to say mine's. I don't usually play Soldier a lot, but when I do, it's pretty fun because it's pretty easy class to play. And the disciplinary action is probably my favorite melee weapon for the
I love
Soldier.
that weapon.
But the previous melee weapon I loved was the Equalizer, but not the one you think of today. Back then, the Equalizer and the fucking
Escape plan.
Escape plan. The Equalizer and the Escape plan were both the same weapon, and it was so much fun having
I
low
remember that.
health, one-shotting
Yeah.
people. It wasn't really overpowered. People could just shoot you, and Soldier
Yeah.
isn't really made for like melee combat. But for some fucking reason, a while ago they decided to separate the 2 weapons into 2 different ones. One that has like low damage but low health, and you do a lot of damage, and one that has low health, you run fast. I just want them to bring the weapons back together.
I agree
We
so
we
much.
should we should not segregate people. I have a dream. That equalizers and escape plans could be one together again, holding hands, drinking from the same water fountain. You know what I'm saying?
I think the problem was that no one would take any other Soldier melee except for that one. So no one would take any Soldier melee except for that one. So by splitting it into 2, it kind of gives people the illusion of choice.
Everyone's getting the fucking
illusion of free
disciplinary
will.
action now. I don't know. I just like it back. That was really fun. I miss
Wish
fun.
we could turn back time.
To
No.
the good old days.
21 Pilots.
They're so deep.
All right, I'm gonna talk about my old favorite scout secondary, the Pretty Boys pocket pistol. I used to love that thing, even with the fire vulnerability. It was a fun weapon. You didn't take fall damage. You had a little more health, so you didn't die to those direct hit shots in one hit. And it was a good weapon, I think. I didn't mind the slower firing speed because it actually kind of helped you land every shot anyway. But then they changed it to the current iteration where instead of just having fire vulnerability all the time, you have damage vulnerability all the time. And
That sucks dick.
oh yeah, I did not like it. And now it's still usable. It's got that +5 health on hit or something, which is all right, I guess. But even so, just taking more damage on a weapon that used to give you survivability is just so dumb. It's so
I
dumb.
thought the old one was kind of like too good, just giving you the 15 health for not even having to use the pistol, just having it in your secondary.
Yeah.
I remember Star made like a video on it saying it was probably like the best loadout for Scout was like the scattergun and the pistol and the atomizer, or the pocket pistol and the atomizer,
Huh.
because you never had to use any other weapon except the scattergun, because you could just have the passive third jump and the passive 15 health. But that was like old. That's like 2013 or 2012 video.
Huh.
Yeah, I feel it.
Next question.
Next question.
What?
Next question.
Are we talking about drama channels?
Yeah, we're going on
Yeah.
to
Yes.
server questions. These are the questions that you asked us. So let's get on with it. All right, boys. What are our feelings on drama channels? Let's go.
I'll go on
I
this
think
one.
no. Listen to me. I know
Yeah,
a
you
lot
listen.
of people are biased against them because of people like Keemstar and Scarcia, but I think inherently they're not bad. People love this stuff. You got TMZ.
feel it.
You got what?
I feel it.
Yeah. Because even like regular news channels are kind of like drama channels. Like look at like CNN or Fox News. Like Trump said this. Find out after the commercial. or like Marco Rubio eats babies. Find out at like.
That's true.
Like,
That's true, He does.
yeah. How else would he stay so young?
I've seen it.
He's from Florida, man.
I just want to say that I actually like the drama channels. I think Keemstar is a hilarious dude. He's a man I actually look up to. He's successful, funny, does what he loves. What else could you ask for in a role
His
model?
daughter gets drawn as a slut.
Exactly.
Keemstar's funny on Twitter.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious on. I
He's
don't actually
hilarious on
watch
Twitter.
Drama Alert, but
Yeah, Drama Alert
his-
sucks, but Keemstar on Twitter, oh my god.
Keemstar the person is hilarious. I love him.
Yeah.
Scarce is boring and fat.
I'm fast as fuck, boy!
But I don't mind the drama channels. I mean, every now and then if there's something spicy, I don't know what happened, I might watch a Drama Alert or a Scarce video to be filled in on what happened. So, I mean, they work, obviously. People like them, so why bother trying to... drama's bad for YouTube. Drama's what's popping on YouTube, baby.
I'll give my opinion on all the drama channels. I think Keemstar, Grade A, Under A, Leafy, Pyrocynical, Great. I already said Grade A, didn't I?
Concert.
I think they're all in cahoots with each other to just ring in as much money as possible, making up fake drama. And
Like real news!
and H3H3 plays in there too. I think they're all in a big circle jerk of money together.
I'm Ethan Bradbury.
That's what I think. I think they're all just soaking up them views and ad revenue. I think behind all the drama, they're just all in one big mumbler Skype call, laughing their asses off.
Did
I
you
was
see
just
that
Behind the
making
theory?
shit
drama,
up.
there's even more drama.
Did you see the theory that Spider-Man and Elsa were actually Ethan Bradbury and Mo Bradbury?
That was true in one video. That was
Yeah.
true. My take on the drama channels is that, like Tyro said, people like this stuff. You know, some people like this stuff, but you know, some people also like babies being like impaled and stuff. And you know, you don't see like YouTube videos of that. So you know, I'm not saying that we shouldn't know about drama, that we shouldn't know about their lives because they're on YouTube. Their lives are basically the viewers' lives. But I mean, not really, but you know, I just think that you know, it's YouTube. It isn't fucking TV. I don't think it should happen. I don't think it's really fair to the people who have to deal with the fucking drama. They should just keep it to themselves or something. I don't know. The next question. Next question.
All right, next question. All right, so is Tyro Asian? Well, guys, am I Asian?
Next
How you
question.
fucking act?
Next question.
All right. This one's a spicy one. Favorite part about Dex and Des? Now,
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
don't think He-Man played on Dex and Des. So I don't think. You can
Yeah,
answer
this isn't a
one.
question for me.
So Nick and Xenon and me, we have free reign.
I loved I was an admin on Dex and Des also. I love the fact that Railbait has very like strict rules, and Dex and Des they're very loose. Like with the mic spam, you wouldn't be able to do that in Dex and Des because if I didn't like it, I'd just mute you or kick you or whatever because you're allowed to do that. But Railbait has like stricter rules with that. Zam man, you're a cuck, but I still love you, baby. Yeah. Also, I liked how donors were able to get commands. Like if you donated money or items to the server, you got
Oh,
like
gosh.
small commands. They weren't things like kick or mute or anything. They were just like you got like the CSAY command, you got a recolor command, you got a third person command before they removed it.
I think you got robot, but that's it.
Yeah, you got robot.
That takes me into my favorite thing. I liked. I miss the vintage status.
Oh yeah.
On Dex and Des, they added a thing called vintage status, which is basically you get donor for free if you've been on for like 3+ years, I think it was, and like you got like the CSAY and all that, and I got vintage, and it was so fun. Oh man, I missed that. I miss free donator. Bring it
Yeah,
back.
that was pretty fun. You know, I got vintage tag too. But you know, the thing I really liked about Railbait, I mean, fucking no, not Railbait. Fuck that. I liked about Dex and Des.
Fuck that.
Back when I first started playing Dex and Des, they had roll the dice. And that was fucking fun.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh, I
no.
remember that. That was so cancer.
That was it was so fun though. My favorite thing was getting no clip and going into that intel room because it's so dark. It's so mysterious and stuff. It's all like pitch black and like seeing all these empty rooms. It's kind of like they like abandoned the place. It's kind of wonderful. I wish they like put it in, but I know there's like problems with camping and stuff. So you know.
I also want to
That's what I
add.
missed.
I want to add one thing. I also liked. They used to do lots more events. Like I remember they had like the 2v2 tournament. And
Oh
like
yeah.
the giveaways. The giveaways were rigged, but at least you felt like you were part of a community. I feel like. I mean.
Kind of like voting in the U.S.
I feel like. No discredit to Zam Man because he literally tries his hardest. I feel. The others I can't say as much, but
Zam is the man.
but they don't really try to unify the community, you know? Like when I did the Tyro Awards a few weeks ago, that was like the most thing that made them feel like a community that they've had in a while. And even with the rigged giveaways or like the hey, play on our CS:GO server for like 2 seconds and then it'll be fun, like the little things like that, they just like made you feel like, hey, I have friends out there and you know we're at least acquaintances, and it was nice.
I feel you.
So I think
Yeah.
we'll move on. This one's one He-Man can actually answer. When did you find out about Railbait?
This was like last week, last podcast. I talked about the whole changed man story and like the social justice warrior crew and all that. My hippin' happenings with that. Well, basically when I started hanging out with Tyro, Ada, Assassin, and all them, they were like, "Hey, you should join me on, join us on our Two Fort server. We play here all the time." And that was also like, yeah, 2 years. That was 2 years ago when I hopped on that server. It was fun and all. Got to meet new people. Basically, made a whole new group of friends because after those SJWs gave me the boot, I was a one-man wolf pack for a while. So then, yeah, freaking Railbait scooped me up, turned me into the man I am today.
Changed, man.
Changed, man.
Trigger.
I found out about Railbait because, Ember Core went down and I was like, when's the map coming? And they're like, hey, Railbait's here with a new map. And I was like, cool.
It's the same for me, but ironically, when I first started playing the game, Railbait's Capture the Flag 2 Fort server was the second server I ever got on. The first one was called Brothers of Chaos. I don't know if they're even still open, but they had a CTF 2 Fort. I only played 2 Fort, I swear. But since I joined the game, I've only played 2 Fort. But I played CTF 2 Fort on Brothers of Chaos, then I played it on Railbait, and then I found Arena 2 Fort with Deathbox. Then I went to Dex. Then I went to Ember Core. I went to Sunder. And then after Sunder servers, it was finally Railbait again, ironically. So I've actually I think I've been a part of the actual Steam group for as long as I've played TF2. I don't exactly know, but it's been a long time. But if we're talking about strictly the Arena 2 Fort server, it's because Switch's Sunder servers merged with Railbait, and that's why I came over.
Yeah.
I was thinking, yeah, mine's pretty much the exact same as Tyro's.
Yeah.
Where I was just at Dex and Des, and then it went to Ember Core, and then Ember Corey, and then Good Times, and then
Good Times. Good Times was good.
Oh
God.
Good Times community.
We'll talk about that on another podcast.
Yeah, that's a story for the ages. So, all right, pretty straightforward. So, the next question's a real hard hitter. What is the meaning of life?
The memes, bro. All about them fucking memes, man.
If you look at what defines a generation, if you look at the previous generations, you have things like the Great Depression, the wars, the Cold War, Vietnam War.
Wait, you guys are taking
World
this
Wars.
seriously?
No, listen. And then if you look to the future, what defines our generation is exploration and space. We all see the picture where it's born too late to explore the Earth, born too early to explore the galaxy, born just in time for XYZ. And I think this generation is about memes. So
hell yeah, boy. Power to the fucking memes, man.
Just in time to view the memes.
This is what I think.
You can really say we are number one, am I right, folks?
Oh my God.
Hey!
For me, the meaning of life, it's all about, it's the circle of life. We humans, we're animals too. We procreate, live, die, repeat. It's all it is. And us being animals, we can discover new things like Xenon said. But and honestly, it really is just, procreate, eat, sleep, shit, do whatever. It's all it is.
I don't know what's more depressing, what you just said, He-Man, or the fact that two of the four of us think memes are the meaning of life.
Well, they fucking are, asshole.
I'm right, though.
They make you happy. You can make your own. You feel like you make something of your own. They're kind of like a symbol of life. The predetermined notion
It's
that you
a
can
metaphor.
Get through something.
I past all my religious beliefs, I think that the meaning of life, I align with Aristotle's view.
Oh, fuck.
And
Isn't Aristotle fuck a dude?
I don't know.
Or is that Plato?
I don't know. But
Or like
I think
Oh, that was Socrates.
I think that talking with your friends is really what's important, you know?
Socrates drank poison because he was
Next
gay.
question.
All right, is Santa real?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Absolutely.
How do you think all the
Hmm.
presents come? You know?
You
It's got
know,
a point.
I didn't
But
think
you know-
of that.
But he doesn't live in North Pole. You guys didn't know. You guys knew that? He actually doesn't live in the North Pole. He lives in Africa, in a secret compound, taking African children as slaves and making toys.
Coney.
Oh no.
Wait a second. That doesn't align with the Will Ferrell movie Elf. Something's going on here.
That's because Elf it's used to like implant like images in your brain, Morty.
Will Ferrell tricked me. I want my
Get your
money back.
tinfoil hats, boys and girls. It's gonna be a doozy.
All right. Next question is CJ Towers 100 your boy? Is
I think he
he
is.
the next Mwai or the next Potato Nick? Now, before we go deeper into this question, I want to interpret
motherfucker.
this question because Squilliam actually asked this question. So I'm gonna
I knew that
interpret.
motherfucker asked this stupid ass question.
I'm gonna interpret it as such. Mwai is annoying and no one likes him. Potato
I like
Nick
him.
is a legend. So is CJ Towers gonna be annoying and no one likes him, or a legend? Which one is it?
He's already a legend. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell my
Yeah.
grandkids about the time CJ Towers killed me in Arena 2 for that one time.
Time he told us about his class field trip to the apple orchard.
It's a shame
Such
that
a
Armante made CJ Towers quit TF2 for the time.
I know,
being.
right?
You know that
Yeah, he'll
alone
be
is
back.
grounds to ban Armante. I feel
It's
banning
like
a
CJ
legend.
Towers is Aladdin, and fucking Armante is Jafar, and he took the eternal reward. And like, this is your eternal reward.
It all makes sense now. CJ Towers is Aladdin. I never.
He's a
thought-
hero.
But who's gonna be the genie?
Saber.
Robin Williams is dead though.
Oh my
Ooh.
Now that's edgy.
god. Now for the final question. What are your mains and explain why you main them? Yeah?
I'll go first on this.
All right.
Well, like my top 3 played classes in TF2 are Demo, Sniper, and Engineer. Now, the main reason why I like Demo, well, I mean, I played him all the time because back during the SJW era, I was on the Freak Fortress server, so I'd always play Demo with a lock-in load, splitted screen, and Islander because it was like the best combo to fight the Hails. So that's why I racked up so much time on Demo, and doing that, then I switched to stock. And I just stuck with Demo, and I got really good at him. So that's why I play Demo a lot. You see me on the server with my set. Plus, also, I have my Dream Unusual, the P50 Crown, which I have. That's why I also play Demo a lot. But also, I picked up on Sniper back in the day, back in like 2012 when I was on Hat and Sack Club. I played a lot of Sniper, got pretty good at him. Still okay with Sniper today. But recently, since I've gotten back into TF2, I've been picking up on NG because he's easy to play, and honestly, he's kind of fun in a way. You kind of just like hop around in your base, just wait for people to come to you, juke, jive, dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. It's all fun. Playing Engineer is just fun for me. That's why I like him.
I really only have one main, and that is, of course, Demo Man, but not your traditional Demo Man. Demo Knight. This all spans all the way back before Dex and Des, before when I joined that server, back during GMG, the Golden Machine Gun servers. Which, are notorious for having little kits on there. I was a little kid. But back then, there was a exploit with a plug-in controller that you can use a USB with. If you have a controller back then, you could turn using any type of shield. But back then, there was only one shield. So you could turn using the charge and charge, which you can't do now. It's only straight. Unless you have the booties, which just turn a little bit. But this turning was like full motion, like Ty Turner controlled turning. And even on Dex and Des and Grimber Core, people were complaining about it. As a matter of fact, I remember Vainter, one of the old admins, he was like complaining, like, I'm gonna tell the admins about this, and they're gonna get rid of it. And that was the day before they actually nerfed the whole thing. That was a big fucking pie in his stupid ass face. But anyway, the reason why I play Demo Knight mostly is because, it's pretty easy. I'm not very good at the game, Out of 7 years I've been playing it, I'm not very good. Demo Knight, pretty simplistic class. You go up to people, you hit them with your melee, you charge, all that stuff. But once you get like the real good tricks down, tripping over the bridge, jumping, using your shield, going real high, getting these people with like surfing on the sewers, it's real fun. It's a really fun class. I like it. I also have my dream unusual like He-Man. The Ghost Crown, better than the Confetti Crown, obviously.
Excuse me.
Mark Smith, at least.
All right, I'll go next. I guess we're just going down the line. But
Hey,
as everyone knows, I mained the Demo Man.
Oh my god.
I like how 3 of us are demo mains and then we have Xenon down there. But basically, how this came about, back in the day when I actually first met Saber, so we don't have to do a how we met Saber. Basically, there was this kid, not a kid, a man. There was this man, a legend named Cripe, and Cripe was a really good demo. Really good. And he played on the Sixes team for Saber. And Saber came on Arena 2 for it every now and then because he liked Cripe, I'm guessing. And he played and he started to like me. And he knew that I was halfway decent at the game at the time. Anyways, Cripe could not make one of their Sixes games. And he was their demo man. So Saber actually asked me, hey, can you play demo man? And I lied and said yes. So he invited me to the Sixes game, and I played Demo Man for like the first time I've ever played Demo Man seriously.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've never touched. I used to main Pyro, and so
I actually used to main Pyro too.
that's
different
pretty
stuff.
funny. But so I was playing Demo Man, and I was all right. Because I just sticky spammed and won. But so after that, Cripe told me some tips, and he kept missing the Sixes games. I don't know if he had something to do or whatever, but he just
It was intentionally, Tyro. He wanted you to go over his place.
he wanted to create the legend that I am today. But so I kept having to play, and with the constant practice that I had to do to be decent for Sixes, I actually got pretty okay at Demo Man. And I kept pursuing it. I had fun on RAILBAITED, and I just, because of Cripe, that's why I play Demo Man now and have the fun that I have. Sure, I learned some tricks from Bob and Y, but I honestly hold Cripe above them in terms of influencing me playing Demo. I think Y joined way after me anyway. I wouldn't even consider him. But that's pretty much why I main Demo Man. So
going back to the McDonald's story, where my internet was so bad and I had to play on
For fuck's
McDonald's
sake.
Wi-Fi.
I don't need this depressing shit in my life anymore. Come on.
So what was it? I used to main NG before. I made Medic, by the way. So, but before that, I won the Tyro Award for Medic. So yeah, you already know. But I used to main NG because it's the only class I could play with horrible ping and latency and whatnot. But then I started playing Medic because you could also play it with bad connection. And then I don't know, I just like playing Medic. It was cool healing people. And I used to be like Battle Medic when I was free to play and stuff, and just shoot needles. And it was pretty fun.
Ew, free to play.
Yeah. And then I just like Medic the most. I think it's pretty fun. There's a lot of thankfulness from the team. They're like, "Oh, thank you for playing Medic," So
This is
that's
because
probably why.
Xenon doesn't have a lot in his real life.
Oh,
He used to
Yeah.
rely on his
I
teammates.
need internet approval. I need
Why?
to be an internet cool guy.
Did you not just Chewie said he went to fucking McDonald's for internet connection.
Xenon, wait, you weren't a free to play. You were around during the war update, I thought.
I was, but on this account, because I used my
Oh.
brother's account.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, I think all that's left to do is do song recommendations. So, who wants
Oh,
who wants
boy.
to jump in it?
Let
I'll
me
hop
think.
onto it. Again, you know me. I love my, metals, death metals, hard rock, all that good stuff. Now, the song I recommend is "Blood and Thunder" by Mastodon. Now, here's the cool thing about this song. Well, the whole album by Mastodon that Blood and Thunder's on, I think the album's called Leviton or Levish. I don't know. It's some word that I have trouble pronouncing. But that entire album is based off the story Moby Dick. And the song "Blood and Thunder," like the lyrics of the song are from the part of the book, when he's battling Moby Dick. And I don't know, it's just kind of cool hearing that part of the book and like the grungy metal voice with like the blaring guitars, and it just makes you, I don't know, it's just freaking awesome. It makes you feel hype, makes you feel like, you want to go out and just kill a helpless sea creature. It's freaking awesome.
Makes you want to weld metal.
Makes you want to go seal clubbing, whaling, just hardcore fishing. That's what it makes me want to go fishing and just like
hardcore
and like
fishing.
Harpoon
Go-
some whales.
go fishing and then smack my head up against a concrete slab or something. So yeah, that's the song I recommend. "Blood and Thunder" by Mastodon. It's pretty kick-ass.
All right,
Go listen to it.
I'm gonna go next because I want to say this. So recently, I've been listening to a lot of A$AP Rock. He's not really a mainstream rap artist, but he's not like that underground, I'd say. He's on Rhymesayers, and he has a song with another kind of non-mainstream rap artist named Bus Driver, and Danny Brown is also on it. Danny Brown's seeing a lot of
Bus driver.
Yes, his name is Bus Driver, and Danny Brown's on it, and I love Danny Brown. He's getting the attention he deserves recently with that latest album, which was fantastic. But Bus Driver has a song. I like Bus Driver too. Bus Driver is really good. Bus Driver has a song called "Ego Death" featuring A$AP Rock and Danny Brown, and let me tell you, Bus Driver has this amazing ear for, I'd say they're post-rap beats. They're not rap beats, they're post-rap. Because it's literally like no one could flow over the beats that Bus Driver can. This guy has incredible lyricism. It's the way he says words just flows so smoothly, and you can't imagine any other rap artist flowing the way that he does. It is that good. And to get A$AP Rock on there, who is a fantastic lyricist with an incredible vocabulary, and he has really good enunciation, and then get Danny Brown, who is one of Detroit's up-and-coming rap kings almost. I think in 10 years people are going to look back at Danny Brown and be like, wow, he's a GOAT contender. But
a GOAT contender?
Yeah, greatest of all time contender.
I thought you meant he was going to herd goats for a living because his rap sucks.
No, that's
But-
what my music wants you to do.
But
No.
all three of them just deliver over this really, like, oh, how do I describe it? It's an undescribable beat. It's almost like scary, and it's thrilling. It's on the edge, and it's just like it's a minimalistic
Shady.
type beat. It's not Slim. My goodness, man. But like this song is beautiful. All three of them kill their verses. At first, I didn't like A$AP's verse, but over time, I'm just like, man, this guy's vocabulary is insane. I love the way he says everything, and the whole song is just amazingly well done, and it's mixed perfectly. And once again, you have to say only Bus Driver could do this song, because it is that post-rap sound. It's something like on Danny Brown's Atrocity Exhibition, and oh my goodness, it's so good. I've been listening heavy to that recently, so I'd recommend giving that a listen.
Nate, you go.
The song I want to recommend today is called hold on, let me get it up. It's called Vital Signs by a band called Midnight Juggernauts off their Crystal Access album. The first time I heard this song was a cover by Tim Impala, who I've talked a lot about in this podcast. I was like, wow, this song's really fucking cool. And I found out there was a cover, actually. And I was like, oh, who did this? And then I found the original song, and it's even better than the Tim Impala cover. Which is like, whoa. And you know, I love Tim Impala, but I think the original is superior in this case. You know, the song is like, it has like this like sad tone to it almost. Like it's kind of like a ballad like type of tone. Like the person's talking about how they try so hard, or not really, but
Get so far in the end, it doesn't even matter.
it's like I don't know how to describe it. It just sounds really great. You just have to listen to it to yourself to get a good taste for it. But the end is so good. People are like screaming. It's like the end of the world is happening in your fucking ears, and then you're like, oh, it's so fucking beautiful. I love it. I recommend you listen to that song. It's fucking great. Vital Signs by Midnight Juggernauts.
Repeat that.
Vital Signs by Midnight Juggernauts.
All right. Well, I have a question. Are you a real villain?
God damn it.
Have you ever caught a good guy? Like a real superhero?
I swear,
Nah,
Xenon.
nah.
Hey, we are number one. No, that song's actually catchy.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That song's actually catchy. But that's not the I want to recommend a song by my good friend Chase the Cupcake. It's called Boy Blowing Up.
Hey, my boy Chase!
It's on SoundCloud. You can check him out. He uses a really good beat where the guy's like, big spender, spending time. Hey, it's pretty good. Check him
Hey,
out.
my
Chase the
boy Chase, my protege.
Boy blowing up.
Shout out my man Chase, real quick. Just shout out. He's been hustling
Hey,
hard.
we are number. Have you ever tried a disguise?
Nah,
Oh
nah.
my god.
All right, I can see that I will have to teach you how to be villains.
All right.
Hey, we.
God damn.
Before this
Tyro,
breaks
end this.
out in a musical number of "We Are Number One," we'll end the podcast here. Thank you all for listening. Please hit that like and subscribe buttons. You know,
Smash that motherfucking like button.
smash that subscribe button, man. I want to see it
yeah,
decimated. But give us a shout out. We're always taking questions. Leave a comment. Ask us questions. We'll answer them on the next podcast, maybe.
And remember, the man does not make the meme. It is the meme who makes the man.
All right, we're ending it here. Thank you all for listening once again. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.